Friday 9th of December 22, and I want to talk about something of no interest to me, the World Cup. England are playing tomorrow in the quarterfinals against France, and I just find football just so boring. It's boring, they all cheat all the time, the morals are all wrong, but the main thing is it's really boring. I mean, like Formula One and rugby union and that, they change rules all the time to try and make it interesting. And I think rugby union's more interesting anyway. Uh, if I had to pick between the two, I would pick rugby union, but I don't watch either really though. But for football, they don't want to change anything. They're going on about the VAR rule and all that. Oh, the fans are so pathetic. It's all sad, the whole culture. And I come from somebody who used to like it. Well, I thought I liked it. I didn't really, but I mean, I played it, but uh, it's just, I don't know, it's just so boring to watch. I mean, they should make the goals wider for a start. They should never have penalty kicks at the end. If they can't, if they're still at 0-0 or whatever. Well, I thought the golden goal was worth a try. I know they done it once, but the golden goal, or just remove a player every 5 minutes or something, so it's 10 aside, then it's 9 aside. Something like that. I mean, to go all that way and then just to have penalty kicks, it sums it up. And when they have penalty kicks, each team should be going facing a different goal. You should have one at one side and one at the other. I don't know why they have them both at the same side. It's just, all these things annoy me. And the corner flag annoys me as well. I mean, what is the point of the corner flag? It gets in the way. You might have more exciting corners if you do away with the corner flag, you know? So football's just so boring. They all cheat all the time. I mean, it's got to the stage now where in the penalty box, both the defender and the attacker will go down. It's just, it just does my head in, the whole thing. So England against France tomorrow. I'm not really bothered one way or the other. I can't be bothered with. I mean, to me, the World Cup's lost its sort of sparkle anyway. Maybe I don't know whether that's just getting older or whether it's just the game's lost its soul, really. It doesn't really mean anything to me now because you've got the first round, you've got the tournament thing, so you might get a few good games. But then when it becomes a cup, it's just like the FA Cup it's just knockout after that. If you can knock somebody out and somebody else knocks a good team out, you know, you've it's a lot easier than in some sort of league. I know they had a sort of mini league in 1982 and it didn't work out because they had the sort of same as the first round, except there was 3 teams. Although they did have some good games. I remember the Brazil-Italy one. But then they had, no, that was the one where Germany and Austria, if they had 0-0, they would both go through and they both done nothing the whole game. But that was in the first round. So, yeah, but it's just, the whole thing's boring and all that. I mean, Rishi Sunak said that the first stage of this one was one of the best ever. So, I don't know, because I never watched hardly any of it. I hardly watch the BBC now. I just watch stuff online, mainly YouTube. It's not that I'm anti-BBC, although I'm not pro-BBC either. I just get out of the habit. And also, if you start using a VPN and that, the BBC won't let me use it, and it's either, I just forget. I just use a VPN so often now that I just can't be bothered. So, yeah, the football's, it's, I don't, I might watch bits of the England-France game. What I tend to do now is maybe tune in at 10 minutes past to see what it's like, then maybe at the half hour, that sort of thing. But I can't be bothered watching the whole thing. Another thing that annoys me is whenever the ball's out of play or whatever, they don't stop the clock all the time. You know, if it's a foul or something, they should stop the clock. If somebody's injured, stop the clock. I think it was that guy Vialli said they should stop the clock and make it 40 minutes each way or 35 minutes each way, you know, because then you get no advantage kicking the ball out or somebody kidding on they're injured for 5 minutes, all that sort of thing, you know, because I know they may add injury time and that, but why not just take any wonderment out of it, just stop the clock, you know. I mean, out of sports, I would say I prefer athletics because it's pretty hard to cheat in athletics. I know, I'm sure there is, well, apart from steroids and drugs and stuff, but on the day, you get some good things like Liz McColgan's daughter, Eilish, doing well in her early 30s and that. I think athletics is more enjoyable, especially the actual events. You know, football's just, oh my god, it just makes me want to fall asleep just thinking about it. So that's all I've got to say about that. England, France, I'm not bothered one way or the other. In a way, I suppose I hope France win, but not because I don't like the English in it. I just, like, it's just lost its whole meaning and all that now. You know, I don't really care for any of the teams now. I can't really think of any. I just don't think it's a big deal anymore like it used to be. Maybe it wasn't in the old days. I mean, when England won it, I'm guessing there wasn't that many. I mean, England, I think only first came into the World Cup around about 1958 or something, I think. Because at first, I think they thought it was above them. Probably Scotland as well. I think, and then back in those days it was probably easier. I mean, were they playing North Korea in one of their first round matches? Maybe it was only 16 teams then. So if you get through a few FA Cup rounds, you were in the final, you know. Yeah, there you go, guys. So I hope that's been very insightful to you.